next with us is VAMA and VAMA's co-founder Himanshu. Himanshu Semwal is a co-founder at VAMA. Himanshu, stage is yours. Please brief us about yourself and VAMA, and looking forward to hear more details on the product.
Thanks, Arpit. Thanks for the opportunity. I am Himanshu, the co-founder at VAMA. VAMA was started last year in 2021. We are three co-founders here, and we in our career have managed astrology and spirituality services in our past careers. So that's why we are aware, and we know the kind of traction this content has with the millennials and the Gen Z today. So VAMA is an anagram for Virtual Astrology and Mandir app. We are trying to bring the entire temple ecosystem online. So just to give you a perspective, last week I went to a temple. I bought some prasad, then I took the long queue inside the temple. I donated some money there, then walked in. There was a priest who did a puja in my name and my family's name. I went ahead outside the building. I donated to the needy. There were poor who were given food. And then there is a goshala where you feed green fodder to the cow, so which gives prosperity and good health to you. So imagine doing all that on the VAMA platform. That's what we are building at VAMA.
That's quite an innovative concept, I must say, Himanshu. So, honestly speaking, me individually, I'm a fan of live commerce, as well as I also, up to an extent, believe in astrology. So both the products are very exciting for me and very interesting for me. So on VAMA, Himanshu, what are the certain trends that you're witnessing right now in astrology and spiritual content, which you think are recent in nature, or maybe might be happening for last couple of years? If you'd like to throw some light on that.
From a content consumption perspective, anything in the spirituality and astrology being the best use case is being consumed by millennials and Gen Z on the social media platforms. Most of them are under 35 years of age, coming from tier 2 and tier 3 cities. They're not only consuming, they're also content creators. So even on our VAMA platform, we see that most of the tarot card readers are under 30 years of age, right? Another statistics from the platform is that all consultations that happen, 80% of the people are under 35, talking about love, relationship, career, and marriage. This is very typical to this cohort. So that's the trend that we see. And because of this cohort and the nature of the cohort, they consume most of their content, which is in the video format. That's why the reels and the shorts.
Very true. So our way of content consumption is changing. Very truly said. People are spending more and more time on video and audio than they were spending before. But when it comes to social apps, similar to VAMA, the one of the major thing which comes in the end is how you monetize it. And we personally are seeing that e-commerce as one of the pointer or a key strategy as a way of monetization with social app. So, if you can help us a bit on the same, like how VAMA is doing, or how it might be.
I'll take a step back and say that in our category, trust is extremely important, right? So, for example, if you have consulted an astrologer and he has given you a recommendation of doing a Navgrah Shanti Puja, which happens in Ujjain, which costs about $100. Now, you're not going to shell out those $100 without doing a due diligence, right? Now imagine the priest or the head priest of that temple coming on a live video platform and talking to you about what the history of the temple is, why you should do the puja, and how the puja will help solve your life problems, is how the subject matter experts, or the influencers as we call them, will deliver and establish that trust in the platform. Today, from an e-commerce perspective, our products and services range from $10 to $1,000, right? And if this Navgrah Shanti Puja is of $100, then the customer is looking for a visual validation that this $100 is being used for the right purpose, It's the puja is being done in the temple, within the temple premise, by the person who knows it and by the method which is prescribed in the Veds and Purans, right? So that's where our subject matter experts, the pandits and the priests of the temple, come on the live video channel and help establish that trust within the end user cohort, who is then uh, and through them we are able to create that fresh new sales funnel which was not there earlier.
So, okay, I'll put it like this. One is right subject matter expert, with depending on either it's fashion, astrology, or spiritual temple, anything, electronics, right subject matter expert is needed. Second is one more important thing, we being a technical person more of, is I think the real time engagement or a live platform what you use, right? So when you make a choice for real time engagement platform where on which you will eventually go live, what sort of evaluating criteria you have?
So, Arpit, we started off in the second half of last year. And when we were building the platform, there were a couple of things that we kept in mind. One was speed to market and the functionality which was provided by the SaaS platform. And the third thing was pricing, of course. Uh, those were the three criteria we selected the partners and we moved ahead. Today, 1 year down the line, with about 100x the monthly active users that I have today, I think stability at scale is the most critical thing uh, which is critical for me, right? Today, if I have to do a partnership, if I have to select a partner, I'll see that which platform gives consistent user experience when I hit the curve. That's most critical, and that's what you should do, because you'll not change partners every 6-12 months, right? And that's my advice to anyone making that choice.
Great to thanks for sharing your positive experience as well with us with Agora. And I'd like to ask a couple of more questions. So this is more about what do you see as the larger plans at VAMA in coming days? What are your future plans around this? Not only live streaming, it's overall as VAMA as a product app. What do you see there?
Uh, Currently, we are going through a entire rejig of our platform. That's where we are working with you and the team deeply. Uh, we'll keep video as a content at the center of our offerings. Okay, so that's for sure, and that's why the redesign. And once that exercise is done in a couple of months, we'll take it to the Indian diaspora, because there is a massive demand for astrology and astrology related services for people in North America, Indians who reside there, Southeast Asia and Middle East. Uh, because that access of a temple or that access to a local priest is not there. They need to, they have a need, rather I'll say they have a need to get those pujas done, and we'll give them the platform where they can interact and engage with uh, astrologers, tarot card readers, and the priests. That's what we plan to do ahead.
I'll definitely recommend it to some of my cousins residing in states and Australia for sure, so they can make the best use out of it. Great, good to know on these things, Himanshu. Thanks for sharing these details.